What's up? If you can't tell already by the sound of my voice, I'm very sick. And when you're sick, you kind of just start to scroll through some movies while you're chilling in your bed, and you're just healing up and you're trying to feel better. And I'm trying to find this movie that I saw a few weeks ago with the word baby in it, but there's hundreds of movies with the word baby in it. I never find it, but at the bottom, I find what someone described as the diamond in the rough, the little gold nugget of beauty. That is my Babysitter The Superhero. And you know, to my fault, I judge this movie very heavily based on its cover, which is a giant green man with purple hair. Grab some popcorn, let's chill out, because this movie is batshit insane. The movie starts off with an original score for the movie singing, "My babysitter is a superhero." I feel like from now on, all my videos should have its own original score.
Yeah, I just watched My Babysitter The Superhero.
Okay. So we start in space with the evil bad bitch. He's like red, and he's got these two minions that don't do fucking shit. They just run into each other and like stumble over their words and get electrocuted a bunch of times. And if you were expecting any amazing Marvel level CGI from Candy Bar Entertainment, I'm really sorry to disappoint you. They aren't afraid to show the low production quality. I'm pretty sure that's just Master Chief painted red. So this little red bitch is flying to Earth. He's gonna fuck some shit up, but not before he's abruptly stopped by the lead of this movie, Agent Action.
Anybody here order a serious butt whipping?
Whoa. Okay. Alright. Yeah, if this movie doesn't match Marvel in its CGI, it sure as hell does in the one-liners.
Agent A's about to crack open a serious can of alien butt whoop.
Okay. One thing I will say about this movie is most of the fight scenes are choreographed really well, surprisingly. But then they just cover everything up in really poor CGI, and it just takes you out of the fight scene, which is really disappointing because I feel like that's where most of this movie's budget went. Why is it that every action superhero movie needs to push this idea that every evil base has a self-destruct button? This is my secret lair.
Oh, wow.
This is the living room.
Wow, awesome. Wow.
And of course we've got the bathroom. It's pretty cool. And we got my bedroom. Pretty cool. Wow. Pretty cool. Yeah, and we just got this is all really cool. Where's your self-destruct button? Oh, it's around the wall over there. Oh, sick. Okay. So yeah, she dips the fuck out of there while saying her classic one-liner.
See you later, alligator.
And then this random butt plug flies out of the sky with her. We will later find that this butt plug looking thing is called the encapsulator, and it will be used as a plot device somehow. So how do you follow up with a sick space battle? When you think the world is crashing down. A band session with a bunch of preteens with the lead singer sounding more tone deaf than that girl from TikTok.
Left stroke just went fire.
The world is crashing. Okay. Also, this is a very extravagant band setup for an audience of only two people only being there. One of them being your sister. Then this creepy ass neighbor starts peeping on him. Oh, this red bitch survived somehow. I'm gonna keep referring to him as the red bitch because I want to. And his little dumbass minions tell him that the encapsulator, the thing that the evil guy was gonna use to take over the Earth, fell to planet Earth and now is in the hands of humans. This guy does a fucking backflip and then goes back to playing the piano, and it's never addressed ever again. He didn't need to do all that, and he never shows up ever again for the rest of the movie. That is his only appearance. I'm starting to think like that kid only got his role because he could do a backflip. Also, throughout this entire 3-minute song, there's no piano or keyboard notes, so I don't know what he's actually contributing besides the sick-ass backflip. And now this dumb fuck is filming the whole thing mid-performance. Listen, band, I don't know if you're open to input, but this kid, you don't need him. Like, do you think he was in a casting call and they were like, all right, you were great, next? And he was like... So now the popular pretty girl comes along, which pisses off this other girl, which we never learn her name or what she's here for.
So, what'd you think?
I thought you guys were amazing.
Bitch, you just showed up. All you did was walk in slow motion after the band had already performed. Oh my god, the popular girl. What did you think of our music? What? The fuck?
But my dad. Not so much.
called the police?
Turns out creepy ass neighbor dude is the father of the popular girl, and he calls the police because bro is mad. And the mom shows up all frantic, yada yada yada.
I would like to press charges against these juvenile delinquents.
That'll make you think twice before playing music at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. Are you walking in slow motion again? No. Seems like they are overreacting a little bit though, no?
Firing paintballs into my backyard?
Okay, well you didn't mention that. Now I feel a little bad for the neighbor. Maybe he's got a reason to be pissed. Also, the dog farting. This is gonna come up later, and it drives me mentally insane.
Are you crying, mister?
I'm not crying, I'm upset.
I will say one of the best parts of this movie is this actor, who is Bob Binkle. He seems to have a lot of fun with his role, which I can appreciate. Except for this part.
Home!
What the hell? This made me so unsettled.
What is this?
Here you go, ma'am. Have a nice day.
$300?
What a terrible cop. Funding these days, am I right? I'm not making that joke anymore. So the mom is pissed about the $300 fine, which, fair enough. So this mom has a talk with her children, and we find out that she's a fucking psychopath.
I need you to be a hero.
You know, what if I just want to be a kid?
Did not edit that in. It seriously just... Now the mom now goes into what I can only describe as psychosis and hires a babysitter to watch over these kids because they were playing music too loud in the front yard. Yeah, that'll show him.
As of now, Miss Robinson is your new babysitter.
A babysitter?
A babysitter?
You heard her.
What the
And I don't care.
The kids treat this like it's the end of the world, like they're going to prison, and then they cut to the news.
So I was walking down 3rd Avenue. It was early this morning, and I just gone to the farmer's market because me and my friend Marcy were going to be doing a cleanse. So I went out to get a ton of stuff like kale, celery. I mean, I'm not...
And I don't care.
Okay. Also, I don't know why the film does this, but midway through this news scene, it just cuts to the mom's fluoride stare, and then goes back to the news, and it's just never addressed. And I'm terrified for these kids. Our boy's all sad. He's chilling by the pool, and his friends come to accompany him, and they basically start talking about the show that's coming up and how he's bummed out that he now has a babysitter.
How am I supposed to be a hero when all she does is just treat me like a little kid?
They keep saying this. Is this kid trying to start a band or save lives? I can't tell. Like they said it earlier too.
I need you to be a hero.
You know, what if I just want to be a kid?
Literally 2 minutes ago, he said all he wanted to be was a kid, and now he wants to be a hero?
Can I ride with you guys?
Hell no. Who are you? No, I'm just kidding. So this film kind of hints that this is the girl that starts off unnoticed, but then becomes a love interest later on in the film.
Yeah, you're our roadie. I mean, who else is gonna bring us water and keep those screaming girls away from us?
Who else?
Until they just completely forget that plot device and it's never brought up again. Nimshit and Dumbass find the encapsulator on Earth, and sure enough, it's where the dog is, and there is that joke that won't get old. The kids get dropped off at the babysitter's house, and oh my god, is that the lady from Lab Rats?
I was once a complicated teenager too.
Were you?
Yep. Funny story, one time when I was 13 years old, I got my head stuck in a large pickle jar.
Your head?
It hurts, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it just hurts. So the mom fucks off, and now the kids are finally being babysat. Finally! You gotta be kidding me. Jerry from Parks and Rec?
He's staying with me for a couple weeks till his gout clears up.
What's gout?
Ugh, you don't want to know while you're eating.
Suit yourself.
Oh, I should have known that one. Okay, listen. I don't mean to be rude, but we don't need you, like, at all. Yeah, we kind of do our own thing, so all I need from you is your wireless password.
I don't want to be an asshole.
I don't mean to be rude.
But then proceeds to be a total dick.
Guess who coughed up a hairball on the credenza again?
The life of a cat, Mommy.
What if he was like, it's not for the cat? Cuts to Jerry, and he's like, he's coughing up into their hairball.
Another toy.
What kind of toys are you finding strung around your backyard? What have your poor neighbors been doing to terrorize you? I'm starting to think it wasn't just
Paintballs.
but something much more evil.
Encapsulator transmorpher.
Bob Binkle doesn't explode. It'd be funnier if that's how it went, but no. No, what actually happens is Bob's fucking around with this encapsulator and then turns into a green monster. Then Brewster, the main kid in this movie, calls up his band buddies and it's like, let's throw a little impromptu band. This never comes up again either. I don't know.
There is a small, unidentified craft hovering over the downtown area, but we are getting preliminary reports that this craft could possibly be not of this world.
I love how desensitized this movie's version of Earth is. They're just okay with a superhero that beats up aliens, but as soon as there's a UFO, they're like, shiver me timbers.
Should I be having a complete meltdown over this?
No.
Should I be worried about this UFO that could wipe out all of civilization as we know it?
No.
Okay. Shouldn't Agent Action or Aunt Patty, the badass of this movie, be flying up to the ship to see what the fuck is up? Like, does she not recognize that this is the spaceship she tried to blow up 25 minutes ago?
See you later, alligator.
Which, oh yeah, survived miraculously somehow. Nice. Alright, so is any of this making sense to you guys so far?
No. Seen better acting on Pornhub.com.
I don't care. All I know is I need more of the backflip kid.
Oh my god, are we about to see the secret lair? What was Jerry doing 2 seconds ago? He clearly knew that this little girl was around the house.
Powering up.
Oh, there he is. Sorry, Jerry.
Select destination.
Does she have to throw karate punches while she's transforming? I feel like this movie is just full of a bunch of unnecessary things.
Stop wasting time with that stupid band!
Oh! Is he seriously about to kill these children? I would be terrified.
What are you doing?
Yeah, who do you think you are?
I am the Bubbinator!
Okay. Also, Bubbinator?
Did he say the Bubbinator?
Oh, yeah, he's legitimately trying to kill these children.
You can't stop the Bubbinator!
Why is he doing all this? The Bubbinator could easily just... Most of this movie can be summed up in just one sentence. Why is this happening? And this is one of those scenes. This kid stick breaks and he's like, oh god, this was the only way I was going to be able to defeat Bob Binkle. So then he flails the kid into the pool and electrocutes it, which should have easily killed this kid. He should have died. But don't be scared because she has a paintball gun and...
Say hello to my little friend.
Yep, we then cut to the encapsulator and I swear to god if that dog... You gotta be fucking kidding me. Why is this happening? This movie constantly surprises me. It never fails to do that.
Hi, Brewster.
Tracy. Hi.
Learn to talk to girls. I mean, look at me. I'm 20, living with my parents, and single.
What are you doing at Miss Robinson's house?
Yeah, what are you doing? You're just on a penny board?
I pay for it all the time. That's just my way.
For all she's done for you, I can see why.
Done for me?
We then learn that Aunt Patty, or the babysitter that Brewster always had it out for, was actually always there for him. Every time that the cops were about to be called in his band, she would call him away. But unfortunately she missed the one time, and that's of course when the cops got called. Or it turns out Aunt Patty is actually pretty dope.
My dad can get kinda uptight. I wonder where he is.
I'm sure he's hovering around here somewhere.
Why'd that like strike a chord with her? What was that? I bet she knows that her dad is already a green fuck just terrorizing the city.
What is that?
There's something about the delivery of this line that makes it the best line of the entire movie. I mean, he does not look that far off from you. You have no grounds to talk. So Commander Cruel, who's the bad guy, tracks the signals that the encapsulator's been giving off, and it somehow leads them to Aunt Patty, or Agent Action's, headquarters. Somehow.
Hey, where's Aunt Patty?
She's out saving the planet.
Okay, yes, you did watch her go into a secret elevator, but you don't know that she's a superhero yet. Unless she already put 2 and 2 together, which would make her way smarter than me, because if I saw this and this, I wouldn't think they were the same person.
I told you, she's a superhero.
You don't know this.
Going down.
Button. Wait, Kimmy! Get me out of here!
Why do you do this? This whole family is filled with psychopaths.
Hey, girl? What is this place?
This is Aunt Patty's home gym.
I don't see any workout equipment.
Damn, you caught on to us. So Brewster finds out that his babysitter was a superhero the whole time. Roll credits.
You're Agent Action.
Yes, I am. And now that you know, I'm gonna have to kill you.
I was joking at first, but if that's the actual direction this PG movie takes, I'm all for it. We then find out that Agent Action actually had her powers passed down to her through a long generation of Agent Actions. Are giant spiders a normal part of this Earth as well? Because this makes the whole fight with Bob Binkle seem less interesting. Why are the kids even surprised about a giant green man? You know? Also, who is filming all these fight scenes for Agent Action and from the same angle as well? Like, do they just have like a Logan Paul vlog squad member just following them the whole time? Yo, get this, come lower, bro. I got you. Ah, fuck! So the evil guys crash land on Aunt Patty's front yard to fuck shit up. And the kids immediately run outside to go and fight him. See, like, that's what I don't understand. Like, is this normal?
Where is he? Where is the Earthling known as Agent Action?
Dude, I'm like 7 years old. I don't know what you're asking for me.
Your breath. Really?
Who taught these kids how to fight? Again, honestly, the choreography is done really well. But if this little red bitch can't handle this 7-8-year-old girl, then is he really equipped to take over the Earth? So I'm gonna play out this entire scene, and the exact reaction that Cruel gives was my exact reaction watching it.
I'll locate Agent Action.
He needs a little snack.
Commander, there's nobody here.
Hey, ugly.
By the way, we are only halfway through this movie, and we've established an integral fight scene. The bad guys are already on Earth. How could this movie get any better? Okay. So, you know, while this whole fight scene is happening upstairs, Agent Action, the actual badass, is just chilling downstairs, having a heart-to-heart with Brewster.
That suit, it's pretty dope.
Thanks, I stole it from Microsoft.
You know, you can't tell anyone about this.
Tell his sister! He's got the loudest mouth of this entire movie.
Okay.
Did Jerry just fart? I'm gonna replay that. Did the editors sneak that in, or was that an integral part of the script? So Mr. Cruel sets up an ultimatum, as all evil guys do, that Agent Action needs to bring back that butt plug looking thing, the encapsulator, back to him in 1 hour, or the little sister Kimmy is gonna... The bad guys fly away with Kimmy because... I don't know.
I'll go rescue Kimmy.
And Agent Action flies into space finally to save Kimmy and save the day. And this is where the movie takes a turn for the worst. Well, I don't know. You tell me.
He has Kimmy.
Jerry could not give any less of a shit.
Just soccer on Monday.
Yeah. That's why she can't be a slave to an evil monster. She has soccer on Monday. And Who Wants to Be a Millionaire airs at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday. She can't miss that either.
Get over here.
Why is she so nonchalant?
Oh my god.
I had that same reaction. Like, there were two kids that were fighting Bob Binkle earlier that were terrified. And then they go ahead and throw this old lady, which the movie wants you to think she's crazy.
I saw a UFO. I saw the UFO.
And then we finally see... I'm very uncomfortable. And the scene goes on for way too long.
And you're standing on 2 legs.
This is clearly a man in a wolf suit. Fuck this movie, man, actually. And now the dog is Fortnite emoting. I can't make this up. Actually, I could. My imagination is pretty good, but...
Expired tag!
Expired tags! Is that something he can just know? Like, is he gonna walk past a woman and be like, your period's in 15 days? So do you remember when I said that this movie was gonna take a turn for the worst? Well, my presumption is that the directors figured that any kid that watched the first half of this movie would already be asleep, so they could kind of just do whatever they wanted for the second half of the movie. And that's when we get this fight scene between Bob Binkle and his dog. Why am I here? Most of this movie can be summed up in just one sentence. Why is this happening?
Edgar? Is that you?
I will say it is a little wholesome that it was his dog that was able to realize that he had self-awareness this whole time, which kind of makes him an even bigger asshole though, because he was self-aware when he was beating the shit out of all those kids. Back to the more important plot at hand. Agent Action leaps into space to go save Kimmy, the little sister, from the bad guy, Mr. Cruel. I just realized I've been calling him Mr. Cruel like there's a Mrs. Cruel somewhere in this storyline. That'd be sweet. But she flies in a warp speed spin cycle and gets all stretched out. Meanwhile, Jerry and Brewster are tracking Agent Action from the secret base until Brewster's band friends just waltz in. Really poor design. Like, can they at least just put a Ring doorbell on the door so they know when someone's coming?
Is there a secret lair in here? Let me in.
Uh-oh. Popular girl finds out that his dad's a monster. Awkward. This is the last time we see the popular girl. She just fucks off. They're messing around with the encapsulator and it accidentally turns them into mega versions. Remember this, because it'll come up later. Agent Action finally finds Kimmy and is here for the rescue.
Kimmy!
But it's not that simple.
Run, it's a trap!
You're in big trouble.
Bring it on!
Damn, it's a trap. Oh, I wouldn't be scared. Two preteens just beat the shit out of these two guys like 15 minutes ago, and yeah, there's nothing much to be afraid of. Yep, so Agent Action gives the little sister the Halo Chief mask so she can find her way through the conveniently placed escape route that is mapped inside the helmet. Meanwhile, Agent Action stays behind to fight Mr. Cruel. So I leave notes when I'm doing movie reviews, and I specifically wrote down, oh my god, there's still 26 minutes left of this film. When will this conclude? So I'll spare you the cheesy fight scene. The bad guy, Mr. Cruel, newly wedded and married to Mrs. Cruel, locks them in a laser prison that was perfectly placed in this random-ass hallway of the spaceship. He then breaks Master Chief's helmet, which then cuts off all communication to the ground team back on planet Earth. Oh no. It seems that all hope is lost until...
We have no other choice.
Prepare for blue generation.
Oh my god, is Jerry about to hop in a spacesuit and save the day? I've never been more excited.
No, Brewster, no.
Subject locked.
Oh, come on! And then he does karate poses for like a solid 10 seconds, just completely unnecessary. This suit-up scene goes on for a full minute and a half. It is ridiculously long. Yeah. Anyway, Brewster flies into space to save the day. So they're all chuckling like the fate of the universe is not at stake. And then the mom calls and it's like all serious now. Like no joke.
No fucking chuckling and nothing, no kind of way.
This phone call with his mom carries way more weight than anything that they've done this far.
We could at any point die from a UFO, you know?
I know,
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Shit.
Do you guys want to see me do a backflip? I mean, no, that's completely...
With only 20 minutes left of this film, I had no idea where this movie was going. Until... Give me like 30 more seconds and then I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Yep, so we get another slow motion scene that plays out for a little too long. Oh my god. This movie's PG, right?
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now.
I see you found my intergalactic recording studio.
This guy makes beats? Okay. Anyways, the final fight scene of the movie happens, and sticking a theme is well choreographed, but poorly edited, and caked with terrible CGI, and then Jerry just has an aneurysm really quickly and says,
Bye-bye, Cruel! It's a cruel world! Bye-bye!
Gotcha. Then Agent Action dies. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't actually die. Then this movie would have any weight. But no, she comes back, and the first thing that she says is,
Hey, either of you kids got an aspirin?
words from a true hero. And speaking of hero, Brewster's full character arc kind of wraps up, as his little sister calls him
Hero.
So I guess at the end of the day, he really was one. They evacuate the spaceship in slow motion as Mr. Cruel gets evaporated into some wormhole, and then it's happily ever after, right? Right? Are you kidding me? So no, Mr. Cruel did not get evaporated, and there's a T-Rex, because fuck you. Okay, so do you remember that Ring doorbell joke I told not that long ago? Well, I wrote that before I even saw this, but it turns out she actually does have a Ring doorbell.
Talent show. I bet you won.
Not exactly.
So you didn't win the talent show. If only they had a certain member of their band just come back for one last scene of the movie, that could have solidified their first place medal.
Oh, flowers.
yours.
Thanks. Jerry's gonna love this. Yes to Jerry. How about another hairball?
You can't really judge a book by its cover.
You did not just say that.
Was that the whole theme of this movie? Was not judging a book by its cover? Because the way they kind of say it was like it wraps things up and gives explanation to some things. To my fault, I judge this movie very heavily based on its cover. Maybe I shouldn't judge a book by its cover now that I think about it. So there's 1 minute left of this movie, and then this happens.
Now what? Holy smokes, we got big troubles.
And then the two bump fists and the end. So any plots that they set up with that popular girl, or even that random girl that was tagging along and fighting, or that other kid that should have died in the pool, or Bob Minkle's dog, or the mom, any of the plots they lined up for that? Who needs that when you have awesome end credits like this? So that was my Babysitter the Superhero. And for as much crap as I gave this movie, I can tell that the cast and crew really did have fun making this movie. And that doesn't make it a bad movie. Are there plot holes and unnecessary scenes? Yes. But it's a kid's film. Come on. If I was 5 or 6 years old and I watched this, I'm sure I'd have a great time. I'm 20 and I had a good time. Just less dog farts, please. Please. If anybody that was a part of this film is watching, just know that the same fun you had making the movie, I had fun making my review. And I can confidently say, this is definitely one of the movies I've ever seen. Since you made it here to the end, check out my music. Believe it or not, I'm actually talented. Also, speaking of music, I think the best way to wrap up this video is with an original score by yours truly. So with that said, stay safe, stay weird, and stay nautical. Peace.
See, you found my intergalactic recording studio.
Yeah, just watched my Babysitter the Superhero. Bob Productions calling De Niro. I mean, I got literal laser beam shooting out my anus. When we call him Master Chief, we flying by different planets. Did that kid just do a flip? No, I mean, really? Did that kid just do a flip? I'm getting my titties shocked in the pool, but it's cool, cause my neighbor turning green and his dog is a dude. Like, what the fuck? Subscribe to my channel and check out my music. Thank you for watching.